made both of you want to be investors here in Rockford?
Well, way back, we decided that we realized that working a regular job was not going to allow you to be able to live the lifestyle that you probably wouldn't want to. So we started investigating some different avenues of things that we could do. So after doing some research on real estate, and I had previously had a real estate license, so we decided we would try real estate.
And then, yeah, I guess can you talk a bit kind of why you wanted to, I guess maybe what is the benefit of being not only a landlord but an investor, and why did you want to take the role on?
Well, real estate's one of those things that, it hardly ever depreciates, it keeps growing. So we saw that, if we buy it at the one price and later on we could sell it at another price, that would be kind of our profit margin, and that would like kind of push us ahead a little bit, give us a supplemental income in addition to our regular jobs.
And what is it like having these tenants? Is that a bit of an adjustment?
Actually, for the most part, most of the tenants are pretty good. Every now and then you may run into some issue, but you just work through that and keep going.
And what advice do you have for black people wanting to get into investing and becoming landlords?
I would say it's a great field. I would say also that they should know that that's what they want to do, because it isn't something you just get into and walk away from. You have to know that you're going to do it and that you're going to pursue it. And whatever issues you have, you work through it, and it works out in the end, but you have to be willing to do it.
Any advice you wanted to?
Well, it's kind of, tedious work and stuff like that, but, I love doing it because, hey, it's a reward behind it and stuff like that.
There's not a large number of black realtors, so
Okay.
we try to support each other, and I mean, I can always go to a white realtor, yeah, but for the black realtors, there are limited numbers. So, to support the community and stuff and keep it growing, then I feel like we kind of have, we'd like to do that.
Yeah, and I guess kind of was leading into this next question. How do you feel about being a pioneer as a black investor?
Well, I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's exactly a pioneer, because I'm sure there are some that came before us, but to carry on the spirit of growth and improving the communities and stuff, and you can do that if you're a landlord. I mean, you don't have to let properties run down. You can improve it. Give people a decent place to live, and you can help people move forward that way, and give them pride in where they're staying and all that.
Anything you wanted to say?
Well, I'll add a little bit to it. It's just something that, I like, see people happy, and whatever it takes for them to, to live a little bit better, we try to make that possible for them, and keep the place up and go from there.
And this question for both of you: what kind of return have you achieved? I guess not only financially, but I guess non-tangible things as well, just kind of like the feedback that you've gotten from your tenants. Like, wow, this is a really beautiful home. Really exceeded my expectations of what I wanted to see here in Rockford.
Well, we've had several tenants who have lived in our properties and then they've moved out and then come back several years later and go, do you have anything vacant now? I loved you as a landlord, and we'd like to rent from you again, that kind of thing. So yeah, we've had feedback that way. And then the other thing is it has allowed us to live a lifestyle, and we're in retirement age now. So it has allowed us to live a lifestyle comfortable that, that we've always looked forward to.
And like she said, hey, I have people, come back and tell me, like, Parker, it was really, I like what you do, and you have to treat people the way you want to be treated, and and we just sort of kind of, have that bonding. And there are some people that, a few that I had a few problems, but you know what, you live and you let live.
And the last question that it has on here is, is it important to buy from a black realtor, and if so, how important is that?
Well, just to be able to support each other,
I agree.
we struggle, just in life in general with things that are, over the years, things have been, people have been discriminated against, and once all we need is the door open, and then you can walk through and produce, you can grow yourself, okay? You can make things better for yourselves, but as long as the door is open, then so when people are out there and they're available, we should utilize those resources as well as all of the rest of them.
Anything you wanted to add with
No,
that?
I think she kind of put the nail on the head. You know, yes.
Let's see. I guess in that case, anything else? Either you two wanted to add about your investment journey.
Well, it has been interesting. Everything isn't always good, but I would say 95% of the time we've had positive experiences. So we've enjoyed what we've done. It was like when we started out, it was more looking for just something to supplement, and we found that in real estate. So.